Dude, Ferrari's 2025 car is seriously blowing everyone away. Like, no surprise there, right? Ferrari? They're legends. Luxury, speed, and all the latest tech. They've got it all. So, here's the big news. Lewis Hamilton, the king of F1, just left Mercedes after an epic 12 years. 6 championships. Insane. Now get this. He's officially a Ferrari driver. Yeah, you heard that right. This is huge. He's been dreaming of racing for Ferrari since he was a kid. The whole F1 world is buzzing, man. Can't wait to see what he does this season. Ahead of this big move, Hamilton's been diving into Italian to really get a feel for Ferrari's vibe. He's been taking language lessons, soaking up the culture, and bonding with the team in Maranello. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali is all for it, saying Hamilton's commitment to embracing Ferrari's rich history and values will make his transition smooth and strengthen his role within the team. Ferrari team boss Frédéric Vasseur is pumped about Hamilton joining the team, calling his unmatched experience and drive huge boosts to their championship hopes. Hamilton's arrival is sparking fresh buzz about Ferrari's legacy in F1, with fans and experts alike wondering if this partnership could kick off a new golden era for the legendary team. Oh, and here's the thing, Ferrari's not even fazed by Hamilton's recent move. Ferrari team principal Frédéric Vasseur says he is not worried about Lewis Hamilton's struggles in his final season with Mercedes. Hamilton officially joins Ferrari in the new year after a season in which George Russell comprehensively outperformed the 7-time champion in qualifying. Russell finished 22 points ahead of Hamilton in the championship, as each Mercedes driver won 2 Grand Prix. Vasseur admitted Hamilton had had tough moments in qualifying, but added that he was never worried about the situation. Ferrari's move to offer Hamilton a place to stay in Enzo Ferrari's former home in Maranello is a huge deal. This isn't just any offer, it's a gesture full of trust and respect, one that was only given to Michael Schumacher before. By giving Hamilton such a special spot, Ferrari is showing just how committed they are to his comfort and success, making it clear that he's already a key part of the Ferrari family. It's a big nod to the high esteem they hold him in. Ferrari's 2025 car just crushed the FIA's tough crash tests. Big win for the team. Passing these tests is a massive milestone, paving the way for diving into the rest of the car's design and fine-tuning. Now that safety is locked in, the real fun begins, with the focus shifting to dialing up performance for next season. This is a clear sign Ferrari's all in on both safety and staying ahead of the competition, setting them up for a seriously strong 2025 campaign. And speaking of performance, the team's going with a pull rod front suspension, something McLaren and Red Bull swear by. It's designed to boost airflow to the car's underbody, which is key since the floor is responsible for so much of the downforce under the current ground effect rules. Exciting stuff ahead. The move to a pull rod front suspension is reportedly influenced by Hamilton joining the team, as his driving style is more similar to Charles Leclerc's than Carlos Sainz. Ferrari is also keeping their polarizing pull rod rear suspension, despite Enrico Cardile, the former technical director, leaving last year. Hamilton is starting an exciting new chapter with Ferrari, teaming up with Charles Leclerc to bring an end to the team's title drought. After coming so close in 2024, finishing just 14 points behind McLaren in the Constructors' Championship, the pair fired up to claim that elusive championship. Hamilton's move to Ferrari is a game-changer in the F1 world, and fans can't wait to see what the 2025 season holds for this powerhouse duo. Let's talk about what's happening with Ferrari and the other teams too. Mercedes is definitely making the most of Hamilton leaving the team. He wasn't allowed, and it doesn't seem like he really wanted to anyway, to be part of the tire test after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Ferrari, on the other hand, seems totally open to having him. But here's the thing, Hamilton had so many sponsorship deals with Mercedes that he couldn't just stop being a Mercedes driver right after the race finished in Abu Dhabi. Mercedes has been totally blowing up social media about this, dropping tweets and Instagram posts like crazy. For example, they recently dug up their very first Hamilton post from way back in 2013, saying it's way more meaningful now than ever before. They even took a little jab at Ferrari, basically saying goodbye to Hamilton. And get this, A few days ago, they tweeted about how January 1st, 2025 is going to be huge. This date is a big deal in F1 for a bunch of reasons, like Hamilton finally jumping ship to Ferrari, and because that's when teams can start designing their 2026 cars. It's gonna be wild. Starting tomorrow, teams can dive full throttle into the 2026 regulations. While engine work has been underway for a while, it's now all about the aerodynamics. Word on the street is some teams have already been quietly making moves behind the scenes. For Ferrari, this is a big deal, especially with the massive changes they're making to their 2025 car. But no doubt, most of their focus will soon shift to the 2026 ride. Exciting times ahead. Now, some people think acing the crash test on the first try might mean Ferrari missed a chance to really push the limits. Red Bull, for example, tends to look at it that way. But on the flip side, failing the test would mean a time-consuming rework. It's unclear just how close Ferrari was to the limit, but they could have found that sweet spot, balancing safety and performance with their simulations and in-house testing. Now, the focus shifts to redesigning the chassis. The engineers in Maranello have gone for a fresh layout, ditching last season's design. They're setting their sights on both World Championship titles this year, not waiting until the 2026 regulations. Word on the street is, the 677 model has a relocated passenger compartment and a shorter gearbox, which helps balance the weight for better tire performance. This tweak is all about boosting rear grip, especially in high-speed corners and during qualifying laps. This approach is all about tackling those pesky rear-end stability issues that have been a real challenge. Lewis Hamilton has always stressed how important cockpit positioning is for staying in tune with the car's rear. While Ferrari's design isn't exactly tailored to his needs, it might just line up with his preferences. Expect more rumors and insights to pop up soon. But here's the big news. Ferrari is the first team to pass the FIA crash tests for the 2025 season. That's a huge win, showing they've nailed a chassis that's both competitive and safe. Of course, some like Red Bull might wonder if Ferrari's car is a bit on the heavy side. But hey, a little extra weight can actually boost safety and crash performance. Looking ahead, Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull are looking strong. But Ferrari's limited wind tunnel time, that's definitely going to be a hurdle. Red Bull and Mercedes, though, will likely make the most of their resources to stay ahead with the new regulations. The Grand Effect cars will still be a big focus, but expect some major style changes in 2025. This could shake up team dynamics and performance big time. In a fun twist, Autosport recently had an I predict the 2025 season, and guess what? It's got Norris and Piastri battling for the championship, which would mean McLaren is dominating. While it's possible, Verstappen's consistency makes it feel a little unlikely. As for Piastri matching Norris over a whole season, based on last year's qualifying, that's still up in the air. What do you think of these predictions? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're loving this, hit that like button, subscribe, and take care.